Hi mga future passers! Welcome sa ating YouTube video. And kung gusto mo na pumasa sa Civil Service Examination, sa Licensure Examination for Teachers, and sa Licensure Examination for Social Workers, this video is perfect for you. And my name is Andre Manalo. I passed the Civil Service exam. I am a licensure or licensed professional teacher and a registered social worker. And this is Testmanship 101. Hindi lang to basta review, kundi tuturuan kita ng diskarte, ng right mindset, and also the techniques. Para syempre makuha mo yung license mo. Yan. And also the certificate. Without further ado, let's get started. Ayan. Unang-una, no, we have to understand the structure and coverage of the exam. Before you study anything, you have to know muna kung ano yung lalabas na exam, ano yung pag-aaralan mo. Each exam has its own scope and yung areas and also the format. Knowing this, kailangan siyang malaman para makapag-set ka ng realistic goals and maalat mo yung oras mo to know and to have a study plan. Unang-una, no, for the civil service examination, we have for the professional level, yan, English and Filipino, vocabulary, grammar, organization of ideas, analysis, word analogy, data interpretation, logic, reasoning, numerical, and so on. If you want, you can just screenshot this. Next naman for for elementary teacher, we have general education and professional education. And for secondary teachers, we have the Gen Ed, Prof Ed, and specialization. And for the licensure examination for social workers, we have the human behavior in the social environment, social welfare policies, programs and services, social work practice 1 and field instruction 1, social work practice 2 and field instruction 2, and social work practice 3 and field instruction 3. Ayan, this sums up 100%. Number 2, use the right review materials. Hindi lahat ng reviewers makakatulong sa'yo. You have to choose and you have to make sure na aligned yung materials mo, updated, and it matches the table of specification. Search nyo lang kung ano yung table of specification ng exam para makita nyo. No? And you have to make sure na yung materials nyo is board examination style questions. And sana mas maganda kung may rationalized answers yan. And careful din tayo, no? Although helpful ang internet, we can search sample board examination, pero minsan yung mga sagot is hindi tama. No? Kaya dapat ikaw, search mo pa rin. No? Search mo yung terms, search mo yung concept, and tingnan mo kung ano yung sagot. No? Use official handouts. Kung may budget ka, you can review sa review center. And kung grupo kayo, you can have a study groups. Attend review sessions para ma-practice yung drills and coaching. Which is such YouTube channel natin. We already have free videos for you. Just check that one para makita nyo and ma-familiarize kayo with the concepts. Kung pinag-aaralan natin is outdated, minsan hindi siya makakatulong sa atin. Kaya make sure na updated yung materials natin. Ayan. Number 3 naman is to create a study plan you can actually stick to. Preparation is important kasi I mean in our college years, cramming okay pa eh. Pero ngayon, you have to have a schedule. You have to build a schedule weekly. You have to balance also your time and pahinga din. Kailangan, nagpapahinga pa rin tayo. Yung iba, they analyze themselves for them to know kung saan ang weakest areas nila. But make sure also na i-highlight nyo rin kung saan yung strengths nyo. Hindi naman pwede na sa weakest lang tayo nagpo-focus. If you can balance it, you can do so. And, syempre, include rest days to avoid burnout. Kasi, ano lang tayo absorb lang tayo ng information. Kaya dapat, pinapahinga din natin yung brain natin. And I will give you a tip, tips to make a comprehensive study plan. Una-una, define the timeline for your study plan. Are you gonna do it weekly? Are you gonna do it monthly? Break down each topic into its fundamental concepts. If you want to review HBSE, kung social work yan, pwede na 1 week kang magbabasa or 1 week kang magdi-drills ng HBSE, no? And then next week, SWPPS and so on and so forth. Pwede rin yun. No? Use a study planner to track and organize each study session para syempre balanced and also nag-adhere ka with the timeline na sinet mo. That is how you make a comprehensive study plan. And also pala, no, yung Pomodoro technique, pwede rin yun para, halimbawa, you can set 25 minutes while reviewing and then 5 minutes break para nakakapagpahinga yung brain mo. Number 4 naman is to master the elimination strategy in the multiple choice exams. Palagi ko itong nire-reiterate sa mga drills natin, na you can practice comprehension, intindihin muna yung question, and then you eliminate 2 options, and then you weigh those 2 options kung ano yung feeling mo na mas mabigat. Whether you are unsure, minsan kasi talaga hindi natin alam yung sagot, you can make an educated guess using the elimination method. You can cross out choices na obviously wrong, o tawag natin doon distractors, talagang hindi sila related with the questions or hindi siya related with the concept. So tanggalin mo na agad-agad. And you should be conscious with the words such as always, never, completely. Yan yung nakakapag-confuse sa atin. Kailangan basahin mo na yung question, intindihin kung anong hinahanap, itingnan kung ano yung terms na ginamit. And you have to choose the most logical, ethical, and evidence-based answer, lalo na kapag scenario-based yan or the field instruction. Or any other type of scenario-based question. Tingnan kung ano yung ethical, kung ano yung logical. Yan. And if talagang wala ka nang masagot, sometimes you just have to believe on the first answer na lumabas sa utak mo. Might be something na maganda or something na tama, but you just are not sure, no, kung paano or bakit. That also happened to me, no? Pag may mga major examinations, kung ano talaga yung unang lumabas sa isip ko or kung ano yung feeling ko na may dating na answer, yun ang sagot ko. And trust God, pray to God, or any omnipotent or almighty na pinaniniwalaan mo. Yan. And you have to have strategy kasi in getting the right answer, especially kapag hindi ka sigurado. Yun lang naman happens kapag talagang hindi mo na ma-relate to anything. Yan. Number 5 naman is to practice time management during the exam. Ang exams natin is time-bound. Ibig sabihin, may allocated time for you to finish the items. You have to avoid spending too long sa isang tanong. Kasi nga, makakain yung oras mo. You can skim first, no? You skim first yung test exam or yung test paper. You can write naman sa test paper, no? Pero yung sa questionnaire, hindi pwede. Ay, baliktad ba? The questionnaire you can write, no? Na-confuse ako bigla with that. And you can write sa test questionnaire pero yung kung saan ka mag-shade, hindi pwede. You can answer the easiest questions muna. Pwede yun. Answer the easier questions para makapag-build ka ng confidence. And masasagot mo yung mga mahihirap kasi feeling mo na, okay, madali lang yung mga to. So, I can go on. Yan. And mark questions na hindi ka sure or hindi ka pa nakasagot kasi baka mamaya may ma-shade ka na question na hindi mo pa sure. Tapos makikita mo na nalalaktawan or na malalaktawan or sosobra yung answers mo. Kaya dapat you answer on the questionnaire first and kapag hindi ka pa nakasagot, you mark that. Mark the question na hindi ka pa sure, hindi mo pa nasagotan. That is how you practice time management. Pag may hirap, skip muna. Kapag madali, sagutin. Yeah. Number 6 is to develop the right mindset. Confidence with preparation. Yung academic knowledge natin is important, pero no, I can assure you na yung mental readiness and yung emotional control mo is much vital than what you know. No? If you always talk to yourself negatively na hindi mo kaya, na hindi ka prepared, talagang yun yung lalabas. You have to affirm, you have to have a daily affirmation such as, okay, nag-aral ako, okay, ready ako, so papasa ako. That's how you talk to yourself. You have to be kind with yourself kasi sarili mo yung kakampi mo. Don't compare your progress to others. Baka meron sa inyo nagre-review and demotivated kasi hindi pumapasa sa mga drills, no? Pero yun nga, that's just the part of the process. And the reviews are meant to be harder. Kaya kailangan pahirapan ka talaga para mas mag-resonate sa'yo yung mga concepts and mas lalo mo siyang ma-absorb and mapapractice mo siya or ma-apply mo siya. Visualize, no? Isipin mo na wala nang ibang option kundi pumasa lang. Wala kang dapat isipin na negative or failure. You have to visualize success. Kasi nga 'di ba, if you're confident, you will do better in the exam kasi hindi ka mag-o-overthink, hindi ka magiging anxious or hindi ka magiging or magpa-panic, no, with the exam proper. Number 7, final week preparation tips. Una-una, double check your exam requirements. Ano ba usually, no? We have the NOA or the Notice of Admission. Meron ka bang pencils? Meron ka bang like valid IDs, no? Or syempre pag sa board examination, di naman tayo makakalabas. So you have to have pagkain din. Ayan. I always say na you have to eat food na tingin mong hindi magti-trigger sa tiyan mo. Baka mamaya kasi biglang sumakit yung tiyan mo all of a sudden, no? Kaya makakaapekto yun kasi pag physiologically may masakit, madi-distract ka na, hindi ka na makakasagot ng maayos. And second, in the last few days, focus on light reviews and self-care. Now, do not overwork yourself since you've already spent approximately 3 months of reviewing. That's already a commitment. Ito pala na you have to visit the exam venue in advance and if possible para hindi ka maligaw or hindi ka dumating ng late. Tignan mo na ano yung room mo, ano yung school, especially kapag hindi ka sa province or sa city mo mag-e-exam. And get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep the night before the exam. Para fresh ka. No? Kasi physical and logical readiness will help you para ma-handle yung stress and to control yourself, no, on the exam day. That is the preparation tips. Number 8 naman, kapag exam na, no, you should stay focused and trust your preparation. Read instructions carefully and skim mo muna yung entire test, no, para ma-sense mo saan yung mahirap, saan yung madali. Yan, ginawa ko rin to, no, to check muna, check the pages, check the questions, check kung kompleto ba sila, saan ba yung mahihirap, saan muna ako dapat or ano muna dapat yung unahin kong parts and so on. And yun nga yung nasabi natin kanina na you trust your first answer unless na you have a clear reason to change it. Kapag feeling mo or biglang may nag-pop up sa'yo na idea na, okay, mali siya. So, ibahin ko yung answer ko. That's the only way or the only time for you to change your answer. Maintain presence of mind. Ito, importante din to. Don't panic if you encounter unfamiliar questions. Lalo na siguro sa first day, no, kapag sa social work yan, social work licensure examination, first day pa lang, yun na, no, laban na agad. Palag na agad, no? So, kung hindi mo alam or hindi ka familiar with the questions, just maintain the presence of mind. And hinga ka lang ng malalim, tapos sabak na ulit. Ganyan lang naman. Anxiety is natural, it's real, pero you can minimize it by focusing and believing in your preparation. Yan ay tandaan natin, no, you should stay focused and trust your preparation. Number 9 naman, after the exam, let go and take a break. Don't overanalyze your answers right after the exam. You will see your anong term yun? Examinees. No? Your co-examinees na they will question each other kung anong sagot nila doon and so on. No? I suggest you don't listen and you don't participate kasi nga mag-overthink ka lang. No? And minsan mag-overanalyze ka sa answers mo. And make sure din na you reward yourself for your effort and discipline you've shown. Ako, after each examination, I make or I see to it na I buy myself a cake. Tapos kakainin ko lahat. That's how I treat myself. Yan, yung cake. Cake, isang buong cake, tapos kakainin mo. No? Actually, inisip ko agad yon before the exam. Parang 3 days before. So parang meron akong something to look forward to. Pwede rin yun. It can be something tangible or something edible. Pwede rin naman na a vacation. Isipin mo, after the board exam, magbabakasyon ako. Pumunta ako ng Baguio. Mag-ano ako doon, magko-coffee date ako with myself. Punta ako ng Burnham Park, punta ako ng beach, etc. And yeah, no, yun yung ano natin, you reward yourself with the effort. And sabi nga nila, no, lala na sa LET kasi ang tagal nung result sa LET examination, dun talaga masusukat, no? And dun ka talaga mag-overthink kung papasa ka ba or hindi. But then again, sa ibang sa previous tips natin, you should be confident with yourself na you have already prepared. And your peace of mind is important, no, for your future growth. No? And we have to think na papasa tayo, syempre. It's just a matter of manifestations. And final thoughts, yun nga, just trust your gut, trust your instincts, prepare yourself physiologically. You should try exercises, no, every day para syempre active, no. Know your learning styles. Malaking tulong din yon. Are you auditory? Visual ka ba na learner? Do you prefer to move, no? To move your body. And syempre yun nga, if all goes well, we should thankful for everything na na-accomplish natin kasi nga 'di ba? Hindi rin naman madali na i-prepare yourself. So that's how we master, no, the exam, whatever exam na currently ay tinitake mo or piniprepare mo yung sarili mo. Now, make sure na ready ka on your mind, ready ka on how to answer such questions in case na hindi mo alam yung sagot. And believe in yourself, believe in your capacity, and believe in the Almighty. Ayan, no? Future passers, no? That ends our Testmanship 101. Ayan, no? Tapos na yung session natin. And I hope na nagdagdagan yung tools mo. I'm sure, no, meron ka na. With the strengths-based perspective, meron ka na, nandyan na yung strength mo. And I know naman na nadagdagan, no, if hindi mo pa ginagawa to, or if may napulot ka na something na you can apply to whatever you're doing, that is good. And tandaan natin, no, hindi sapat na we are just good. Kailangan matyaga rin tayo. No? We have to invest in ourselves. Tamang mindset, tamang diskarte, tamang techniques, and don't forget to believe, no? Believe in yourself and your capacity. And higit sa lahat, review smarter. Review smarter, not harder. Yan. Kung feeling mo you wanna give up, just go back on this session, on this moment, para marinig mo na I believe in you and I believe na kakayanin mo. Kaya-kaya mo yan. No? And share this video na rin and share this session sa mga kaibigan nyo or kakilala na nag-exam din para sabay-sabay tayong pumasa. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the notification bell sa ating YouTube channel. And by the way, no, I'm making videos in the field of social work. Kung social work reviewer ka or interested ka, you can check that one. No, check natin. No, we have videos in different methods. We have free videos. We have exclusive videos na you can join into. And I'm sure, no, makakatulong sa iyo to for you to be prepared with the board examination. And that concludes our session for today. Good luck ng future passers. And I hope I will see you again soon. Bye for now.